evaluating is a part also of the project activities, and in order to recognize the learning outcomes of our students through their mobilities and through their work in EU learning and working environment, this project has introduced for the first time in our countries new approaches, administration tools and guidelines in order to make sure that the compliance with our VET national qualification frameworks and laws are matched. The students' practical work is defined by respective laws and regulations in each of Western Balkan countries, and as such, every country could adapt the tools and instruments which are used by Intervet projects. This means that when the students came back from each mobilities, they had with them a daily register. They had the evaluation from the companies and also the learning agreement. And all these three were submitted at schools, and based on that, schools or VET providers has evaluated and reflected the results into their documentation. Recognition of mobilities, it varies from countries to countries. Nevertheless, the practical assessment of mobilities has been introduced to our countries. And also it has been part of the evaluation, approaches, meaning that the results from the learning and doing practices in EU countries has been reflected in documentation of each student. Learning outcomes are statements which they derive from occupational standards, and it shows to the students what it is, what they understand and are able to do through the practical work. And it has to do with three key essential aspects. It has to do with knowledge, it has to do with skills and competencies.